I work for the Townsville City Council. I'm a wastewater engineer, but the job that I think is just as important is working for the North Queensland Conservation Council. There's really high unemployment in Townsville at the moment, and so there's this push for jobs. We need jobs, we need to renew Townsville, and for reasons that I don't understand, our local, state and federal governments believe that the magic bullet to all of Townsville's woes lies in the Adani coal mine. There's a lot of people in Townsville who work in various mines. It's certainly a big industry in Townsville, and I can understand why so many people in Townsville think that this is sort of necessary. But what they're failing to understand is that there are people all throughout North Queensland whose jobs depend on a healthy reef. I have in the past worked for the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority, and part of that role was to assess some of the impacts of coral bleaching. Yeah, I'm not sure a lot of people do necessarily understand the connection between burning of fossil fuels, climate change and the impact on the Great Barrier Reef. That you burn fossil fuels, you increase greenhouse gases, you create climate change, and you then have ocean acidification, you have rising sea levels, you have coral bleaching from heated water, and then you have potentially the death of the Great Barrier Reef. When Pauline Hanson went out in the reef, she went to the most southern part of the reef, and she says it's all fine, which is funny because she's a politician and not a marine scientist or any kind of scientist. Yet all the evidence was that the problems we're talking about are in the northern part of the marine park. To keep global warming below 2 degrees, which is what we committed to in Paris last year, we need to keep 80% of known coal reserves in the ground. So that means not developing big new coal mines, because we do that, then we're just going to increase the amount of carbon gases, methane and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which is just going to lead to catastrophic runaway climate change. I've got my daughter over here, and I'm really quite worried about the world that she might live in. We need big change, and we need it really, really soon. The Queensland government is putting forward a renewable energy target, and currently they're suggesting that they want 50% renewable energy by 2030. And that's a fantastic goal, and what we, the people of Queensland, need to do is put pressure on our state government and the state opposition to make them actually commit to that. If we were to invest in renewable energies, and there's a change in government policy and investment strategy, we could have 90,000 jobs in renewable energy by 2030, which dwarfs the amount of jobs we're talking about in the Carmichael mine by several times. And these are clean jobs, they're green jobs, and many of them will be in regional Queensland, which is where we have our fantastic resources of wind and solar.